Alright, sorry about that, guys. So basically what I did, because it makes it a little easier to solder these, because this headphone kind of interferes with getting into there to solder these points back on. I did take the board out of the two screws that are in there. It's really easy. You just take a screwdriver and take them out, and then you'll be able to probably solder a little easier. Then I have it on this alligator clip here too. So this should make my repair just a little bit easier for me. So I'm not kind of sitting here scrambling trying to solder on these wires. So like I said, you're going to want to solder. I just kind of solder in order 4, 5, and 6. It really doesn't matter too much. I assume that that's the order that they want them to solder them in when you're first assembling these, but I could be wrong. So there we go. Real simple, not too hard to solder these on. The points are fairly large, so it's not that difficult, I would say. So now I'm taking my blue wire and I'm putting it on 5 here. Just gonna make sure I can get in there. Didn't get that one yet. But I'm gonna try again here. Yeah, the only thing that I'd say is difficult is some of these wires are kind of in the way, and you don't want to mess them up by burning them or whatever. So I just try to be pretty careful when I'm doing this. There we go. I got 5 down. Now 6 is the only one I got left here. And remember, we want that red wire on 6. So right now I have wire 3 right now. It's kind of, there we go. It's kind of in the way, so I'm just kind of pushing that out of the way there. The only reason I'm showing this solder is because I would say it's slightly more difficult just because there's more stuff in the way than just a normal, headphone speaker solder. So I figured I'd just show you guys kind of what I do. Just be careful, go slow, otherwise you'll get frustrated. So. Okay, so now I'm on 6. I need to Okay, let's try that again. The problem with the alligator clips is that you don't have a lot of down force, so that can make it tricky. So maybe I'll just kind of push this down more on the headset here. And then maybe I can get it. Actually, hold on a sec. Let me reset this a little bit, so I think then I can easily get at it here. There we go, that should be a little bit better. So now, let's see if this will work any better. Go. So these look like they're all pretty good now. I just like to pull them a little bit when I'm done soldering just to make sure they aren't, just barely hanging on or something. So now that I got that done, I unclip that and I'll screw that back in. I don't really need to show that in the video, but then the last thing really you need to do is solder these 2 points back on. And I don't even think I'm really going to show that because it's pretty simple. So once you got that soldered back on, if you really have problems soldering this gold wire back with the other one, I would just recommend desoldering that one and then twisting them together and then soldering them together at the same time on the same point. And then this one is pretty easy, just standard solder on there. And then yeah, you're just gonna put the headphones back on, screw them in, and then all you need to do to put these cushions back on is just basically just do the same thing I showed you. Just kind of push it on there and then just kind of go around the whole thing little by little and then just kind of pull it back. It is like kind of a rubbery material, so it does have a little bit of stretch to it. I mean, don't force it when you're trying to put these back on, but it will be able to flex a little bit, so don't worry too much about ripping it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thanks for the likes if you can give them to me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.